Hi everyone, it's Tatiana, your NYC plant mama. I want to start off by saying Black Lives Matter. This is a movement and a message that I 100% endorse on my channel. I think we all need to do what we can to spread the message and to fight for justice, whether it's donating, signing petitions, educating yourself, your friends, your family. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, then reach out to me, let me know. I have tons of resources and information that I'm happy to share. This is all about education, about informing each other of what's going on, and it is the smallest first step that you can do is to get educated. That being said, I've tried to say this many times, it's hard to articulate. There are a lot of Black voices out there that have said this, that have said it better, and those are the ones I want to amplify and spread. I'm not saying anything new right now that people haven't been demanding for years. So let's just get into the video, which is about cactus. I got these cactus when I was in Delaware, which is actually kind of funny because you wouldn't think they'd be growing there. To me, they looked like a couple of cacti that had been planted there and just kind of spread in the woods without any natural predators or anything like that. And I just thought it was really interesting to see them on the forest floors. So I did collect a couple of them. I've had them sitting in water, but I do need to pot them up. I'm using terracotta because terracotta does help absorb a lot of the moisture from soil. If you have a plant that likes to dry out or be drier, such as a succulent or a cacti, terracotta is a good choice. I have had plants that like moisture more and put them in terracotta, and they have not really liked it. They have dried out a little bit. I mean, they're doing okay now. I kind of regret putting some of my plants directly in the terracotta because of that. And also the terracotta can get kind of dirty, like fuzzy, moldy buildup on it. But I have had really good luck putting cacti and succulents in terracotta. It helps dry them out. It doesn't retain as much moisture as, let's say, a plastic or a ceramic would. I do want to save a couple of these for my mom because I got some for her. So I kind of have to figure out the arrangement that I want to do. But here you can see some of the pieces I've gotten. I have some big ones and some small ones. Just a variety of them. And look at this little baby. I do have gloves on because these have needles. They have the little thorny cacti needles, and I was actually, when I was collecting them, I got tons of them stuck in my hands. I did have gloves on, but I can feel them now. I mean, I have like some fabric-y elements on this glove, so they do stick and get through, and they're so hard to find. They're like little hairs, and you really just have to take a tweezer and pull them out, but then they break, and like, it really is a nightmare. So I have one stuck in my thumb. I still do. I'm hoping it comes out eventually or my body breaks it down. It does not hurt that much anymore, but it's been like in my skin for a week, which is unfortunate. I might just plant them all in here, or at least in 2 different pots right now, just because I know I'm gonna be taking some apart, but I don't want them to be sitting in water, especially because they are cacti. Ah, my leg's asleep. Oh my god. I've been sitting on my leg for a long time. Oh, it's tingling, it hurts. So I'm just gonna take all of them out. I'm not kidding, I have so many of them, and look at the roots. They're quite interesting. I don't think they're all gonna fit in here, but ooh, I have a, fuck. They get everywhere, these needles. You really have to be careful. I have one in my hand. It's gonna be a nightmare taking my gloves off. I'm sorry if I seem a little frazzled or off. This is probably, there's been a lot, ooh, there's like goo coming out of this. Grody. There's been a lot going on, as I'm sure you've all been handling and hearing about and can imagine, especially living in the city. I I'm just using a standard potting mix. You'd probably have better luck with this with more of a well-draining soil, adding in perlite to this, or sand, or even a cactus mix. But I have some pine cones that I'm going to just break into here a bit, just to really add something that will provide some additional drainage. I use these pine cones kind of at the bottom of pots as well when they don't have drainage holes. I haven't recorded that video yet, but I need to for you guys because I keep talking about it. So I don't really have an arrangement in mind for this. I'm just kind of gonna put in as many into this one as I can. And probably just whenever I see my mom, I'll take some of this out to give her. So far, what do you think? I want it to be a really full arrangement, and I'm hoping to put it on my balcony just so I can enjoy being outside. I'm gonna put these little ones into a smaller pot because I think they're super cute. So I have like 5 of the bigger ones in the big pot and then 5 of the small ones in the other pot. Ah! One of them fell on me. Be careful when you do this, y'all. There is opportunity for error. There really is. I'm gonna do the small one first. Okay, this is already becoming super cute. I might keep the small one for myself and give all the big ones to my mom. I don't know, I don't have that much space in my apartment. It is so hard to repot on camera because I make so many mistakes. I get dirt everywhere. I'm not loving how this looks. I need to clean all the dirt off with some water that are stuck in the prickles. Cactus needles, I learned they were called as I was trying to Google how to get them out of my skin. You can use, from what I read, like wax, like hair wax, or glue, or contact cement, or like baking soda and a mix of baking soda and water and leave that in your skin. Here is one little guy. I'll fix it in a little bit. Let's conquer the big one. To start by planting one, I think. What's interesting about the cacti is about on the lower bottom you can see that that's kind of what has turned into the root, and it'll, if it gets buried, it kind of loses its green color, that part. It gets a little brown and white and yellow, and then forms roots from there. That's just what I observed from studying them, but I don't know if that's all scientifically accurate. I feel like it's gonna be a whole thing to get these out of there, but you know, I'd rather pot them up now and not have them rot and then remove them later. I feel like this needs to be staked up or something because it is really hard to get these to stand. So I'm gonna keep these in as much sun as possible. Some of them, when I was looking in the forest, were pretty content living under trees and in more shady areas. So I'm gonna let this dry out as much as possible. It is a cactus. And then I'll probably keep it in a fairly sunny location, whether it's out on my balcony, which gets part sun, part shade, more shade than sun. It is on the east side, so it'll, ooh, shit. I have to do a needle check after this. I feel them everywhere. So this is just my general arrangement. I'm not super happy with it, and I know I'm gonna redo it or take some of the cacti out, so I should be able to make a more centralized arrangement with some of these and kind of put the other ones aside. But here are my 2 little cacti plants now. I'll be keeping these out on my balcony until I have to bring them inside and let them enjoy outside in the summer. And I will be giving some of these pieces away, I'm sure. It's a lot of cacti. So stay tuned to see what I do with all of this. I just wanted to get them out of the water so they aren't sitting in it and soaking and any rot would happen. All right, wish me luck taking all of these cactus needles out of my skin. I can feel them prickling me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm serious. If you need any resources on what's going on in the world, the injustices, and why Black Lives Matter, let me know. All right, bye. Thanks so much.